It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up. All right, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, November 19th, 2019. Man, the days are ticking by. Thanksgiving is almost here, guys, and the end of the year is near. So I wanted to talk to you guys about something that just blew my mind this morning when I was reading about it. I started going down this rabbit hole looking at Kylie Jenner's sale of Kylie Cosmetics. She sold 51% of her company that she built in just under 5 years for $600 million. And I want to talk to you guys about that, not specifically just about that, but about how the times have changed in business and how you can leverage these same kinds of things to grow your business, and how it's just important to be aware of what's available out there to make the best of your life, of your business, of the people around you. And I want to give you guys some encouragement on what's possible in business with not that many people. So the first thing that I want to tell you guys about this deal that Kylie ended up pulling off here is that she is the youngest billionaire of all times, self-made billionaire of all times. And she did it with, I read a post by Dan Fleischman that said she did it with 6 employees. So I decided to look into that, and I Googled it. And it says, if you Google how many employees does Kylie Cosmetics have, you will see that it lists 12 employees. So I want you guys to digest that for just a second. She sold her company, 51% of her company, which means it was valued at $1.2 billion with a B dollars with 12 employees. And so I want to talk about some of the things that are out there for you guys to get into that can either make you extra money, or maybe business ventures if you guys are working for people and you want to fire your boss and go out on your own. There are ways to do that, guys, that you can, start to research, look into, and figure out. But the number one thing that I want to tell you guys about this, and really it's the entire business landscape that's out there today, is that leveraging attention and leveraging relationships and leveraging all of the things that drive business in today's world is the single most important thing that you can learn how to do in business. Because in every single business in today's world, there has to be that identifying person that people relate to, that is the front person. So in Kylie's case, it is clearly Kylie, her social media influence, her influence over younger people, that has driven that company to heights that it could sell for $1.2 billion. And listen, I know there's a lot of people out there that might, have an issue with something that the Kardashians / Jenner family that they do, and I don't disagree. I mean, I'm not here to voice my opinion on that topic whatsoever. I'm just here to tell you that as you're looking at business in today's world, if that doesn't make you stop and think that someone could build a $1.2 billion valuation company with, let's call it 6 to 12 people, since I've heard 2 different facts. I trust Dan Fleischman and his information for sure, but Google tells us it's 12. In under 5 years, This young lady has built a company that is valued at $1.2 billion with 12 employees. So how did she do that? I'll tell you how she did it. She leveraged attention. She leveraged the state of consumption of media in today's world, which is what we're doing here this morning. We're all sitting here consuming content and consuming things that will make our lives better, our businesses better, all of those types of things. I'm putting it out because it makes my life and your life and my business and hopefully your business better. But the reality is this, guys, the world has changed. The world of business has changed. The environment that we live in has changed in how people consume things. And so if you are not leveraging that today, if you have not started to think about what your appearance of yourself looks like on social media, what people would find out about you online if they started to research you, I would challenge you to think about that. And I would challenge you to think about the fact that every single thing that you do every day could possibly get out there into the world via a screenshot, via a video that's captured, the way that, you talk to people, the way that you respond to people, the way you have to think about all of those things. And so the Kardashians have leveraged that type of attention. I was on a podcast probably a year and a half, 2 years ago now, called Attention Equals Dollars with a guy down in Morgantown, West Virginia, Luke Nestler, who actually manages social media marketing for my chiropractor and a variety of other people that I know. But those words, attention equals dollars, stuck with me from that day as one of the most sensible statements that we could make in today's world. So I wanted to give you guys some perspective on this morning. And I will speak from my own experience. Several years ago, I was a person that didn't believe in social media. I didn't believe in leveraging it. I didn't want to put my family in that spotlight. People were telling me, be careful, don't do this. People were out there watching, all the things that you guys probably hear too. But I researched it and I took the calculated risk, and I still take calculated risks on what I share, when I share, how I share, the things that I do. But I decided to start down this journey of creating relationships, both business and personal, online. And I can only tell you that it has leveraged my business and it has improved my life in ways that I can't imagine. On the flip side of that, there's a lot of things that could possibly and potentially be a negative thing that happened to my life. I have to get better at detaching myself from my phone. This off season, I got a couple of things that I'm gonna try to use less screen time on my phone, because I don't want my children to grow up seeing their dad looking at his phone nonstop. I want them to see their father looking at them. And this is a real risk in today's world. It's something that, when you're in business, that phone becomes something that you use so frequently, you get in these habits, and you have to be able to manage that stuff. You have to recognize it and be able to manage putting your phone down, leaving it places so that you don't have the risk of picking it up, being present in that moment so that you can be the best in every aspect of your life, not just in business, not just in growing a brand, not just in providing for your family, but actually being there for your family. But I would be selling you guys short if I didn't talk about this topic, because what I want you guys to do today, and I know that a lot of you probably will, I want you to go out and look at this. Look at how this young lady has built a business that is able to be valued at $1.2 billion. And I'm going to tell you guys how. She has used leveraging other people's resources. So keeping her employee count down and leveraging other people's resources, both on the manufacturing side, the distribution side, the Shipping. I'm sure she probably does some kind of shipping service, whether it's delivery by Amazon or shipping by Amazon. Whatever it is, I can tell you that this young lady has been intelligent enough and forward-thinking enough to leverage other people's distribution aligned with the attention, marketing, and strategy that she had to grow this business to, has to be a record-setting value in under 5 years. And I would tell you guys that you could do the same. Inside of our company, we are always looking for ways to leverage resources that we don't have to employ so that we can do things better, faster, and less expensive than the competition. I want to stop here for a second and just say good morning to some people. What's happening, Judd, Patricia, Bruce, hopping on a flight this morning. Safe travels to you, brother. Jeff, good morning. Dayton, what's happening, brother? Trisha, my wife, is on here. Dean, what's happening, brother? Stay warm up there in Michigan. Linda, Matt. Linda, may not seem like a big deal, but left my phone home while going to the grocery store yesterday. It's an important thing to do, guys. It's something that I need to work on myself in a big way. It's when you're busy, you get these problems that pop up, and that's one of them, right? But remember that while people are looking at their phones, there's a lot of opportunity for us to capitalize on that attention, get our products, our companies, our services out to as many people as we possibly can. Matt, who was on here from Kansas City. Matt is a roofer that I met at a conference in person down in Miami that I spoke at a couple of weeks ago, I guess now. And but Matt and I were connected online before I met him in person. And so now Matt and I are connected. We're exchanging some information. If he needs help with something, he knows he can call me. But the reality is this, guys. As you start to build this following online, and the best time to start doing that would be today, connecting with other people, connecting with people who your friends are connected with, that seem like people who share the same values, right? When you find people that seem like they're on the same mission as you, that's part of your community that you have the ability to build. And by the way, guys, just all you have to do is be yourself. When Kylie Jenner is doing these things online, it is part of her personality, her personal brand that she is putting out there. And there are young ladies that connect with that. They buy her makeup. That's how she has built this brand. And by the way, she's leveraged every single strategy that there is on social media to build the value of this brand, to get it out further. She's on television shows. She's creating special packages for her makeup that are cyclical throughout the year, special holiday packages, special Kylie birthday packages for her makeup. So she has created this following that does every single thing that she does. They support it. And by the way, guys, that is how all successful businesses are going to function in the future, or at least most. Be you, exactly. That's what my girl Carly would say. Just be you. Just turn the camera on and be you. When people tune in here every single morning, this is me. I mean, for those of you who have met me in person, this is me. There's nothing more to it. I get on here, I turn the camera on, and I start talking. And I have things that I want to talk about, things that I'm passionate about, things that I consume, every single day, content-wise, that I want to share with you guys. That's how these topics come up. How do you think of different topics? I get that question all the time. It's something that happens to me that week, that day, the previous week, that I pop into my notes on my phone, and I come up with different topics to talk about. That's it. It's nothing more complicated than that. It's very simple. How do you do it? Well, you just got to decide that you're going to do it. But the value of you, I don't care if you're an employee, a business owner, somebody that's trying to grow their business, start a business, whatever it is, the value that you bring to the world, the value that you are able to build in your company will always increase when you decide that you're going to put yourself out there, share your story, share your journey, and share your opinion or knowledge with a bunch of other people. And that, guys, there's a lot more complicated approach than that, but that's the basis of how Kylie Jenner built a company that was valued, and she sold 51% of for $600 million, which means it's valued at over $1.2 billion. So I want you guys to think about that, because if you've been thinking about starting a business, or you've been thinking about doing something different, or how to market your business, or you absolutely have to get good at doing exactly what we're doing right now. And by the way, guys, this is not easy for me every single day either. It gets easier every single time I hit that button, but it's not easy for me. There are days where I feel unprepared. There are days where I feel, man, am I going to bring enough value? Are people going to like this topic? Is this something that people are going to connect with? I worry about bringing as much value as I possibly can. But the reality is this is a journey for me, just like it will be for you, that you have to just get started. You have to be willing to share. I've watched a couple of people that are part of this little community that we've got every single morning start to do this themselves. And I love it. I love watching people share their journey, share their story, and connect with more people. There's a lot of people who have met each other just through coming to this show every single morning who have become friends. And I hope they become real friends and eventually, meet up in real life in addition to being friends over the internet. But I can tell you this, guys, the world has changed in the way that we make friends. There is a guy coming to my house tonight that literally lives in my neighborhood. Like, I run past his house, lives in my neighborhood, like on the street connected to mine, that I met right here on social media. And he's coming to my house. We're going to meet for the first time in person tonight at 6 o'clock. It's pretty wild, right? That's how the world works, guys. The world has changed, and if you don't choose to change with it, you're going to have a lot harder time earning income, making new connections, building relationships with people than those people who adapt quickly. How many people in today's world meet the people that they date online? A ton. I don't know what the percentage is. I haven't researched it. But go back 15 years ago and ask the same question. How many people were dating, online? The percentage of that is not even comparable. Not even comparable. And it's the same in the way that you build business relationships and personal relationships in today's world. If you are not doing that, if you are not meeting people in groups that can share knowledge with you, that can share experiences with you, it's going to take you a lot longer to become successful, grow your company, and create balance in your life and fulfillment in your life and true success where you feel like everything is going well. It's going to take you a lot longer to get there than it will for those people who are willing to leverage those resources and connections that they can meet online. Just how it works. So I'll leave you guys with that. I hope this was helpful to you. I hope it gave you a little bit of perspective on what is possible out there in the world today. I hope that you guys took something out of this that made you think differently. Drop shipping, guys, if you guys have never heard of that, drop shipping is a way that you can literally ship stuff that other people, hold in their inventory, and then you drop ship it to people for sale. Drop shipping is a great business model for those of you who have ever considered, going out on your own to build a business. Drop shipping is what pretty much similar to, if it's not the exact model that Kylie Jenner has used. Now, she's manufacturing her own stuff at this point or in charge of that process. But the reality is you could sell other people's products on a website and make money from it. And these are the business models of today that can give you the type of freedom that you might be looking for. And so I wanted to share this with you guys this morning in case there are some of you out that are looking to build businesses like that or looking to add to your income like that. And I hope it was helpful. So have a great Tuesday, guys. I appreciate you guys always tuning in. If you guys found this to be useful, please share it out. Tag somebody in the comments. Had a bunch of people sharing it out yesterday. So I appreciate you guys sharing it out. And, man, I'll see you tomorrow morning, same place, same time, 7:30 a.m., right here on Morning Perspective. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.